is like, I would say an API, yeah, an API, like, and an API is application program interface, is what talks to the backend. Is what talks directly to the backend. It's like a like logical. It's like your business logic. Let's put it like that. That talks to your backend and then communicates with your backend. And the full meaning of JDBC is Java Database Connectivity. Now, why do we have JDBC? So in the past, we had issues like, okay, instead of writing SQL like that in your normal MySQL or whatever database you are using, it was not really an issue. It was mainly how, imagine I'm writing code now and I need to talk to the database. I don't have to open another MySQL or anything like that. So how can I, writing Java, even though I'm a Java, I'm writing my Java program, can I write a method or a program that would actually communicate with my backend without me having to go to my SQL and go and be doing my select this one from this one? No. How can I do it straight from my whatever ID I'm using? So that's what birthed JDBC. Now JDBC is there are three, yeah, there are four, sorry, there are four types of driver. Driver is like your computer has, your system, normal system has drivers for your software. For any software you are using, there's a driver for it. There's a driver for your mic, there's a driver for Bluetooth, there's a driver for keyboard and or whatnot. Driver is like the what's called sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Java is like in normal sense is what is like the engine that actually executes the SQL queries. Is the one that actually truly is directly linked to the. I was looking for this picture. Yeah, it's the one. This is your JDBC driver. It's the one that is actually directly linked to your database. There's a manager. There's a JDBC API. This is where JDBC API can be accessed through our Java application. We'll see that real quick. The JDBC API talks to the driver manager. We talk to the driver. The driver manager is like the general driver manager in your system. Then there's a JDBC driver, and that one talks to the database. Whatever database you are using, there are different types of drivers. We have for sorry we have for different we have for different databases. They have their own drivers. Postgres has its own driver. MySQL has its own driver. Oracle SQL has, and yeah, this is it. They have their own drivers and all that. So if we are before we even before we can even write any JDBC code or any JDBC, any SQL code in our Java application, we need a driver. Whatever driver you are using. See, this is for the Oracle database manager. This is for MySQL. This is for Microsoft SQL. This is for oops. This is for Postgres, Microsoft Access, and so on. So there are two shown in the class. So yeah, there are four types of driver in JDBC. You have the ODBC, that's the you have the ODBC, you have the native APT, partly Java driver, you have the full Java driver, but the one that we are most The one that we are, oh is it called? We are interested in is this one. This one makes it easier for us. Yeah. This is the one that we are we are mostly going to be using. We are mostly going to be using instead of mapping it to another API, which is the ODBC driver and all that. No, let's just connect straight up from our Java application or Java program, and yeah. So the JDBC is just how can I write my SQL. I'm not saying my SQL. How can I write my SQL queries, my queries, SQL query, whatever SQL query I want to write? So how can I write it in my Java application? That is what actually made that is what made us think of like okay JDBC. That is what bettered the idea of JDBC and all. So firstly, we will need to download. I already have check my files. Me, I have the MySQL connector in my downloads. Yeah, I have it in my downloads. Let me see. Um, I already downloaded it once. Now there are two types. There are two ways you can actually do it. You can actually do it in the sense that you can, because it's a jar file. Where is it? Jeez. Because it's a jar file. This system I'm doing so much. Imagine. Sorry. Because it's a jar file, you can use Maven for your Maven is like a build a Java app builder. It's like a build package and all that. Let me see, connect or Gradle or whatever you want to. Okay. Open file and download them. So this is my own MySQL. I downloaded it a long time ago. Is that cause of so as not to make the class very long and all that? We'll use the downloadable the downloadable one instead of writing a pom.xml file where that would import the version, whatever version we write. Let me let me show you the two ways. We are straight to coding because everything we need to know about JDBC. We've already talked about SQL. JDBC is just writing our SQL code in our Java app. So it's not where is this folder? Okay. So mm, because if you want to download your own your own connector, just Google MySQL connector Java version, MySQL connector. And this will take you to the site. You have for different ODBC driver, Node.js, whatever. But the one you are concerned about, that you'll be concerned about is this one, this particular one. This is the one you actually want. This is the one that would. Oh no, you are using Mac, right? Shell. Mac.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mac. Hmm. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 That is another. That is a whole other. No, you might do not saying it. Use. But it's not Mac OS.
Not for Mac.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
So what do I do?
Mm, Like I said, there are two ways to go about it.
Okay.
There are two ways to go about it. Either you'll probably be using it's a whole nother lot of it's a whole you know what you let's it's either you do that or then you have your pom.xml file. Let's just do pom.xml so that you'll be able to have yours. But if you had in real life, you don't need to actually in real life you don't need to be downloading this. Instead, this is what you do to import your dependency and your pom.xml. That's Maven project. So let's just okay, let's do a Maven project then. Um let me start sharing this. Share this. So yeah, this is a Maven project. If you have your IntelliJ on Visual, if you are using Visual Studio Code 2, you can always generate a Maven project or Gradle or whatever you want. Let me see if there's a JDBC. Okay, let's just use archetype. Smooth. I'm waiting for my project to load. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay. Um, dependency. Let's see my SQL. Which one is it? Oh, yeah. Yes. That is what I need. I will load my mail then. So you just add the dependency to your form.xml file. It's just as simple as that. Instead of downloading the old jar file and whatnot, you just add the dependency with your just adds the dependencies to your jar file, and then Now this is a whole other what's it called? This is a whole other stuff that I was trying to avoid, like trying to build a Maven app. But we are going to talk more about Maven and talk about Spring Boot and all that. So trying to get your SQL connector. Because I don't want to complicate it for you now. You get what I'm saying? But it's quite straightforward. Jesus. Don't know why I didn't check this. I just assumed that's very bad. Jeez. Very bad. I don't know. I think this one should work. This platform independent thing. But I don't want to risk it. So I don't know.
What do you want to do?
No, I'm trying to get a MySQL connector for Mac.
Okay.
I don't want like because she can always add it in pom.xml file, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know a whole that's another story entirely. So I don't want to complicate it for her. So if you just download the jar file and all that. Do you even have MySQL on your? Did you download it already? She here.
So
She there. Let me check.
yeah, I do without.
Start it. Let's see. Because me, I have mine. I think I found a particular place you can download it for. I think I found a place for macOS. So I think she can download it for macOS here. Let me just put it in the chat. Can she access the chat? Don't know if she can access the chat. What?
You're not sharing your screen again.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm trying to send the link to the site, to the chat. I was asking if she could access the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send Shisha anyway. So I think she should be able to get the what's it called? The whatever
Okay, no problem.
the connector, or she do the Maven star. So either ways, I don't know if she can hear me. I'm going to the website myself, so it's cool. Which she should not have any problems with it. So.
Are you supposed to be sharing? Because I'm not seeing anything.
Not
But you
sure,
did not
not sure.
respond since now.
It should not respond to my beacon now. I was asking, are you there? Are you there?
I'm here now. Which one is am I there? Am I there? I didn't know you were talking
Now,
to me. We are two here now. So I didn't know.
are you two? I thought you were the same person now.
No, there's
No,
another. Mr. Sheung
Mr.
here.
Femi, it's me, Sheung,
Oh,
Maryland.
okay. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Because
but
I
you
saw.
can I the quick question? You're trying to share something on the message here on the
Mm,
Microsoft link, but we can't
yeah,
access it. I don't know why.
the
Is it
chat. I
because you're
don't know.
recording the chat? Yeah.
No, it's
Or
not
you can
because I'm
send it
recording.
to her personally, maybe through an email.
Yeah, sure. That's what I'll do. This is what I was trying to ask you that I think I found where you can download the connector from. So I was trying to send the link to the site
Okay.
to you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So that's the that's the gist of the matter. So you get. But yeah. So let me see. I forget. Let me just send it now. So I'll not forget. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank
when you get your stuff, when you get your MySQL, you can always download. For Mr. Sheung, you can get yours. How do you get it now? Yours is straightforward. If you are using a Windows, just go to
Say that
this.
again.
If you are using a Windows, just go to this website. What is it again? To take
It
place.
is software testing. Which one?
MySQL.
MySQL connected. Okay.
Yes, this one.
I can download that directly. Connected. Okay. I'll
This
do
one.
that right away.
And then choose Microsoft. I don't know why Mark used to be here before, so I don't know. Maybe they are fighting, sha. Who knows?
Yeah. MySQL. I think I should have one downloaded already.
Okay. If that being said, let's do it from. Sorry, I'm coming.
Mr. Femi,
Yeah.
are we downloading the MSI installer for 2.4M? Because we have two
You can
different
use
versions.
the
One,
installer. Yeah,
the web
you can
community.
use the installer. You can download the installer, or you can download um, nothing, the zip file. You can either
Okay.
download the installer or zip file.
Okay, zip file.
So
Okay.
it's one of the two.
Okay.
It's one of the two.
Do I need to log in to start using the Oracle web account, or
But with the
I have to
Oracle
create an
you're
account?
using, your
Yeah.
MySQL.
Yeah, I have to go back. Maybe probably I made some
Do you have
mistake.
MySQL? Huh? I wish you could share your screen so that I can.
I can share it real quick with you.
Are you able to share?
Of course, sure. Let me come on here. Can you see my screen?
Hold on, come. Come.
Yes.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
come. Oh, that's great. Yeah, go to
Um,
the download. Let me see. Download it first. You already downloaded it.
yeah, I think I already has it. I'm not really sure what's my downloader. No, I don't have it. I didn't download it. Oh, you saying it
Download
been
it.
downloaded?
No, I'm not saying. I'm fine.
So let me come here. Now let me go back. Let me start all over the way you did it. All right, MySQL connector, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I go to download JDBC or just go into the website here?
Yeah, the website.
Okay. JDBC driver for MySQL, this one for Java.
Yeah.
All right, download. Then
Microsoft Windows for your 32-bit or whatever bit you have.
my okay. Do I need to go to the page? Or
No, I go to
with
page.
this
That's
click?
it.
Okay. Which of the two?
Which one? 32 bits. Let me see.
We have the web installer web
Well,
community.
I think use
And
web community. I think the second one is for like you have to have a login and all.
correct. So now this is what I'm getting.
No text. Just start my download.
No, thanks. Okay, thank you.
Let's see how it works so that
Mhm. All right, let me just go into okay, I'm sorry.
it's cool.
I have to leave the screen. Sorry. The screen is giving me a headache. Sorry, I'll share it back because it's just confused. I'm getting confused down there.
Are you going to share again?
I'll share it back right away. My downloads. Okay. Right here. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Yes. Can you guide me a little bit, please?
Next. Yeah. Next.
Next, right.
Next.
See,
Next. Just click next. Wait.
Still have one with your
Cancel.
selected page. You want
Do you
to
have
continue?
do you have
Oh,
my
no, no, no,
SQL?
no. I think I have one. That's what I'm saying. I thought it's on the other laptop, but it's right here. Let me check it. Uh, the version, the one that I have is 64-bit initially. Let me next, then I can still one
Choose
with
the
your
second
select
one
page.
first. Back. Cancel. The second one. Click on the second one.
Yes, still giving me the same error. Make sure you continue.
I think you already have one
Well,
before.
I already have one. I think
One
so because I
MySQL
downloaded.
connector.
Let me say no to this.
If you already have one, you probably don't need.
I don't need this. I already have one. I remember the last class that we had. Remember then now that we had the
Yeah.
class. I think I downloaded it on this laptop. I think I have it already. I'm going to look at the part and bring it back on.
Okay.
I have to cancel this and reinstall. Sure, you want to cancel. I didn't put it. Then let me search. I'll search for it.
All right, no problem. Let me just continue with the class then.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so once you have your um connection, your connector, your MySQL, whatever connector, then you can write your SQL code in your. As you can see, I already created some classes for. I didn't do anything special. It's just creating a new Java project and whatnot. I didn't do anything special. You get so. That is this one is because this is here because I changed my JDK version. That's why it's bringing this one. Well, I didn't do anything special. It's just a new Java file. This is where the specialty comes from. It's just simple importing. Import your Java that these three things, the Java driver management, the connection. We talked about the driver manager, the connection, and then statements. The statement is what allows you to write your SQL statement. Now, first thing you want to do is secure a connection to your database. Secure a connection to your database. So I am going to try to let me see. Let me write another one. Let's create a new database. Right. Let's create a new database. Um okay. No, I've used this one before. Okay. Hello. What do I call it? Let's say idea school. I have. Let's say more. Going to do this because this is my this one's are static. Because if you downloaded your MySQL, right? Yeah, you should not have any issues with this. Should have any issues with this. So you should know your root, your username, your password, and then whatnot. First of all, you have to create a database in your database. Since our idea, what's this? Idea, let me open my SQL for it. Want to first of all secure a connection to our MySQL database. Am I showing this one? So this is MySQL. My local is 3306, and my password is my password, even though I've already exposed it. Come on, I keep forgetting this thing. There. So in this part, in this MySQL, I have like how many schemas? I have different schemas. So I'm using this one. That is why I have something like local slash students. Okay. And my sorry, I'm using root. My username is root, and my password is my password. And then I'm doing localhost slash student. This is just basic URL connection. This is not oh sorry, I'm not showing my IntelliJ. So I'm using this. This is my URL. This is what will connect me to my database. This I've started my database. This is my password, my database password. That's my SQL password. That's the one I'm going to use it. And this is the username. That's that root I showed you guys. It's the same thing I did here. So all I'm going to do is to try to get a connection. That's the first thing you should do. Get a connection, and first of all. So how do we get a connection? No, shouldn't even be here. Project news. So, see. It to be a global variable. Final means I can't change it. It's immutable. You can't change it. I can't. Nobody, your password and your URL and whatever should be final. So let me try and create connection. So I'll do this. Let's see here. Try catch. Catch. Exception. Exception E. Not the. Sorry. So this is how I secure my connection. See, I imported this connection. Create a. It's just like creating. Let me see. It's just like creating maybe string something. Yeah, that's the same thing. Create a new connection object. Let me separate this. Create a new connection object. Then the driver dot get connection. You put in your URL. It has to be correct. You put in your username, your password. Let me see. Why I stated this variable here is because I want it to be global. If it's outside my main method, and if I declare any other method, that other method can see this variable. It's called global variable. That other method can, if I was to declare another method here now, say public, no, come on, public void print something. I said issue. Let's see. So see, I can access this username in this place. Any variable. I think we talked about variable reach. If I was to declare the variable here, that's by the way. Yeah, gates because this variable, its reach is just within this method. It's just within this method, and I don't want it. I don't want my variables, all these ones that I declare. I don't want it to be just restricted. I could have done it there, and it will be fine, and there will be no qualms. But I want a global variable just in case I need it in another method I'm trying to declare. So yeah, you're going to try. This is called a try catch method. It tries this if it tries. I don't want to call it like an if statement. I don't want to call it that. It's like error handling. It's error handling actually. It tries a particular thing. If it does not work, then it catches the exception and prints out, okay, this is why we have this issue. This is why this is happening. Then that is called a try catch method. Is exception handling. Is under exception handling. So yeah, you try getting a connection, and this statement, we've not used it yet. When we want to write our statement, we'll use it, and then let's see if we'll be able to get something. Okay, no suitable driver found for let's see, JDBC. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I think you should look to it. No suitable driver. I have my driver coming. So yeah, I'm going to be real with you guys. So now I have a problem. I'm getting an error. How do I find this error? I simply copy this and I Google it.
Your screen is not showing.
It's showing now. I know. I'll try to
No,
switch this.
okay. All right.
Consultable, blah 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 blah. Hmm, JDBC, you are wrong. No. JDBC no, my JDBC is right. So what's the issue? But let me run the other once I have. Oh, students. Let's see. Do I have a student? Oh, I do. I'm trying to take you guys through the process of you know, how you solve your problems when you get errors and whatnot. You get errors and the likes. Oh, this is okay. The error, blah blah blah. Because when you try to connect Chrome on your local ones, it's need to put blah blah blah. But either you don't have a MySQL reader on your class path, or your Java is not registered before calling the get connection method. Principal will be blah blah blah. And the most common reason for having zero is not available in your class path. Another common reason is I'm not using the driver get connection. Okay, child not using a class path. If they not available in your class, then you cannot connect to the program like below compile and just as soon as you run it, you get the error, blah blah blah. Because the JDBC URL format is not matching with either. So how do I solve it? Without here's our Java. Come on, this program. Okay. An error occurred. Tell me what I will probably add. Uh, I have my connector. Okay. I have my connector now. Why is it not here? Oh,
Do you have the
oh,
connector on your system?
yeah, I do. I do.
And it's the same version.
Same version. Yeah, I didn't change it. Come. That's what it's telling me too. That it's not in my class path. Uh, I have it on my system.
And try and confirm the class path there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm doing now. Mm, let me see. Uh, okay. Mm, After you get classes, there's this. File project structure, libraries. Okay. There's no plus sign here. Oh geez. Coming now. No, this is not. This is Maven dish. Um, what you give? So my class path is not in. It was in Visual Studio Code. No, I cannot add my. Okay, project structure. Oh, I get it now. Library, right? Oh, sorry, my bad. Deep now. Project structure. Oh, I have so many of them. Okay, so here's what I'm trying to do. So that I'll not be people in the dark. I'm trying to add my I'm trying to add the connector to my class path. I don't know why you're making. Okay. I could either download it from maybe repository or add it from the I guess the one I'm having in my system is no longer working with. So let's just do from maybe the repository. I'm not share them. The project structure. So I want to add library. Let's see if I can get. So yeah, there's a MySQL. And check my libraries. Okay, now my connector. So let's see if it will work now. Should work now, I guess. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so what happened was I didn't have my so this is I did have my SQL connector in my external library. So when it was trying to communicate using I was trying to communicate with the backend using this get connection, it could not find a driver which can only be contained here. This is where you can get it, all those driver thingy. So that is what happened to me. That is why I could not. So here you can see that finished. I didn't tell it to print anything. Let's see. Let's say print. If I wanted it to, come on, dog. Don't know why you guys are calling. So database action secured. So I just I showed you guys the whole process of if you're having problems, how you Google it. So it's not nobody's above Googling or like trying to find solution. It's just even the small things will mess you up. You get so I'm trying to run this again. So that means what it carried out this statement. That means I have a connection to my database. Please do not forget, don't be like me. Always have your SQL um my SQL connector, or even if you Mr. Shim, you still here?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, yes. So if you open your IntelliJ, I think you don't need to even download it. You can just download it from Maven instead. Let's do that. Let's see if it will work for you.
It's already downloaded and get installed, but I'm having difficulty because I can't even use my IntelliJ. Remember, I'm using my IntelliJ for my
Oh,
work,
okay.
and I don't want that to kick me out.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm using Eclipse, but I'm still
Oh,
working on it,
God,
trying to
Eclipse,
break
yeah.
through. And I'm
Eclipse should
having
be
the
the
same.
same thing.
Yeah,
Open
it
your
should be the
Eclipse,
same.
share your screen.
Okay.
Let's see. Eclipse should be the same thing.
One thing you can just do. One thing
So,
you can just delete the path file and just download another one so that it won't communicate with that path file again.
Oh, that's true.
uh, okay, let me go back to the.
Open your MySQL. Go. Rather than you have MySQL on your system. Yes. Oh no, you don't have MySQL.
I
Workbench.
don't. It's the
Workbench.
workbench that I have. Let
No,
me
do you have
just.
MySQL Workbench? Let me see.
Let me see.
Right, yeah. Do now. Open it. As well, you know. Yeah. Click on it. This place on the local instance. So if you want to use it, go to database. Let me see something.
Um,
Oh, okay. No. Just not that. Let's see. Why is this one? This creates new schema. Why is it not clickable beside the SQL
it's
something?
beside my SQL.
No. All this calm down. This file where they wrote SQL. No. Ah,
Over here.
no. You see file, edit, view,
Right, query, database, server
and
tools, and
down
script.
all those icons.
Yeah.
Why is yours not clicking? This I wanted to
I
create a new schema.
yeah. It's not.
Connection is established.
It's all grayed out.
Station, do you have any idea why it's not clicking?
No,
Oh, Mr.
I haven't. I
Super,
haven't
sorry.
my personal.
No, Mr. Super, sorry, I was asking for Mr. Super.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Super, are you there? Okay. Yes, it's not there too. So yeah, you should be able to create a schema, and then from there you can call the schema in your Java class.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Uh Stop sharing. Let's just okay. Okay. So um I'll figure out that later and yeah, go out to that. Okay, yeah. So if you have been able to successfully create your schema like this now, this is what I wanted to do. Create new schema, have everything and blah blah blah. And then from there,
Right.
then save.
Okay. Say, yeah. Student. Okay.
And then from there, look, I have different schemas here. I have employees, I have management, I have secular, I have blah blah. So this student is what I'm using here.
Okay.
This is what I'm using here. So I have to have an existing database to connect to. Do you get? So that's what I'm using there. But
Right.
yeah, it's not a big deal. When we see, I'll probably be able
Of
to
course.
figure it out with
Sure.
you. So yeah,
Thank you.
we've secured. Sure, no problem. We've secured our connection. This is what secured our connection for us. This particular line of statement got connection for us. We're able to impute this argument, the URL, the username, the password, and whatnot. We're able to do that. So now, what I want to do now is create. We'll now try our what's it called? Can I think it? Our normal SQL statements. Create table, insert, do this, do that. We talked about I want to see if I've not created anything similar so that when I want to create my table, I don't have any issue. Okay. 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 So, uh, sorry. So when we want to write our SQL statements, that is where this second line comes into play. So let's do that. So we are going to be using a whole lot of concatenation here, or you can just do this triple line thingy that I'm doing. What can I products? Is that what I have here? Sorry, I need to check because if I already have the table, I don't want to override it and stuff. I don't have that there. So our normal SQL statements. Let me see. The product will have a name, right? Product will have a name. Sorry. And let's first do ID. product ID. This is integer, and that is our primary key. Then the product to have a name, voucher. Let's say it is 60, and it is not null. Actually, to delete it. Okay, cool. Then it will have, let's say price. That one is an integer. So, and just lastly, let's say description. Product description. Let's do disk. Let's say voucher. You're correcting me. So I want to execute this. Okay. This is an SQL statement. So I need to execute it. So I'll say execute. Wait, am I not sharing? Wait, am I sharing?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay.
I can
You cannot see.
I can see.
Oh, okay.
You're sharing.
So
Even though I
basically,
don't understand, I shall.
what do you not understand?
I don't know. You were just very fast. I don't know.
Hey, actually, you could have told me
It
now.
was like you were speaking Spanish. I was just, I was just
Okay,
following.
let me speak. Let's speak Yoruba to ourselves now, Abby.
If you like, I don't know, because at this point, I need to eat a big bowl of eba to help the way my head is. My head is just spinning around and
Oh,
around.
you have not eaten.
Head. It's not the food though. It's what you are teaching me that I don't understand.
Oh, bad jump, come on, code. You might but okay. Let's take it one by one. It's not that difficult. Okay. Do you understand this point? This particular
I don't
why I did
understand.
this?
Oh yeah. When you are, but I know why you have the final keyword and everything, but the root, the everything, I don't understand.
The root, that's what this see. The root is this. Let me share my SQL bench. Oh, see, this is why I have the root. Can you see my username in my SQL? Is there a place that would show me everything? Let me see. See, this is my username root.
Okay.
So yeah, and my password is my password. Even though I was not supposed to share it, but because of whatever, that's my password. There are three things for you to connect to your database. There are three things you need: the root, the username, which is normally always root. People can change your password, and then your URL. Now, before you can have your URL, you have to have the schema. You know how to create a schema in MySQL now.
Mr. Sukomi has not taught me.
They have not taught you. Why did you
Wait,
not teach?
I think he has taught me.
Exactly. This is where you create your
Yes,
schema. All those ones you are doing,
yes, he
column,
taught me.
table, all those. Yeah.
Yes,
But you
he's
just create
the
schema.
okay. He has taught me.
Create,
Sorry.
no problem. once you create your schema,
Mm-hmm.
don't save. I have students here. I have this schema student. I have swiper. I have SS lesson. I have school. I have secular. I have management employee. I can choose any of these schemas and
Okay.
just append it. This is generic. This is actually generic. The only thing that changes is this thing. This one that is in blue. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing. I'm so sorry. That's going back and forth. Yeah, this whole URL thingy is generic. The only thing that changes is this students. I can change it to employee now because I have an employee database, yeah, an employee schema in my database. So I can change it to that. I can change it to any of the ones that I have. Mind you, if I don't have it, it will not. If I don't have that in my database, it will be wrong. It will be wrong. What is going on here? Oh, sorry, um my quote. Yeah. So if I don't have any of this thing, you know what? Let me just do generic sharing because this is starting to get on my nerves. Stop sharing. Let me just share my screen. Maybe generic. No, this is not it. Okay, yeah. So any of the database here, I can change it. I can change what's it called? This one too. See, I have school, I have all this. I can easily change. You know what? Let me just so that you know that I'm not speaking Chinese. So let's change it to school. Let's see if it will give us access to our day. You know what I did here now? This particular one, that one that I was rambling about, this my SQL connector. I had to import the library and all. If you have your IntelliJ, just do this. It's quite simple. Go here, project structure. Let me scroll down. Go here, your project structure. Shut up. Click on libraries, add library from Maven, and then type the library you want. There's a library called Lombok. Let's see if I have it here. This one is general, is connected to the internet, so you should be able to see it. Let's see. I'm trying to show you. And show me now, you drunk. Okay. Fuck. So I have Lombok. There's Lombok for Spring, there's Lombok for everybody has their own Lombok. So if I want any of this library, I just click on them and then just import them. So that's what I did for the MySQL connector. You can import, and mind you, there are different versions. So any version that you want, you can actually import it. SQL. So you search. Let's see. MySQL. Show me. Okay, so okay, see, we have for version 8.30, 8.0.30, but this. So any version you want, you can actually import it. So I needed a driver. That MySQL connector that I'm telling you to download. You necessarily do not have to download it. Do you get? So you can just do this one, and this one will just download it for you automatically to get it from wherever in the world for you that you need, and it will get it inside your project. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So from there, you don't need to download it. Just do that. Do that instead. I didn't know that life was soft already like this. So do that instead. Instead of you looking for it up and down, just go to your project structure and then add library, and then it will show you Maven or Kotlin or whatever you need here. But it's Maven, you should click and search for it. All right. So that being said, that's that. So that driver is what drives our engine, is what drives the whole connection to the database. We actually need it to connect to the database. So I've changed this now to, see, I have a school schema here. So I change it. I want to get a connection to that schema. There are different schemas on my system. As all those ones listed, they are schemas. So I want to get a connection to the school schema. So let's see if we get a connection. If we'll be able to get a connection. Database connection secured. Do you get? So, and what made it possible is this particular statement. This is what was executed. We've not even touched on this one. This one is for writing our SQL queries. We've not touched on it. I just put it there because we're going to write our SQL query. This is what secured our connection. This driver.manager.connection and all that. So once it does that, once it sees a connection is established, if there's no connection, it will catch the exception. It will catch, okay, what is wrong with it? And then it will print it out. Okay, this is what helps us in debugging. Imagine I didn't have that one. If I didn't have that one, if I didn't have this, I won't know that the error I got in the first place where it was saying something about my driver and all that. This is what made it possible. It helped me debug in a way. It printed out the exception, the errors we are getting. Okay, so yeah, so this is how we secure our connection. Just know that first of all, you have to secure a connection before you can write a JDBC, whatever. You have to secure your connection, and then from there you go from there. So you try securing the connection. If there's no connection, if you cannot secure the connection, it will catch an exception. Try this. If it does not work, catch an exception, print out my error, and let me see what is wrong with the code. So that's what the try catch method is majorly for. So yeah, we secured our connection and all that. So now I'm trying to write an SQL statement, and I'm using the triple quote. This is your typical SQL statement, as you know, or as you can remember. If you remember what Mr. Sukami taught you. I don't know. Yeah, so if you remember, this is a typical SQL statement. So this second thing is what will help me execute my statement. It's what will help me query or persist my database. That's what will execute the SQL statement. Execute given SQL statement may return result, may not return result, but let's try. The exception will always catch this. Okay, you see my SQL syntax. This is at line 4. Not no. Or this is what made sure I could get my exception right. So I have an error in my syntax here. So let's see. Same thing. So what's my SQL error? Let's see. Not no. I shouldn't get an exception there. Okay, so let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. Still like this. So most of the times you probably get exception errors. Oh, right. Right. I know where my back is paining me in my leg. Let's see. I didn't put a comma there. So let's see if that's the issue. Okay, we're good. So you see, it printed out my. I omitted the comma here. So I was seeing everything like this as the same thing. It's just basic SQL syntax. That's why we taught you SQL first before teaching JDBC. Imagine trying to teach SQL and JDBC together. So that's where you have an issue. So let me go to my database. Let's see. Which database did I put this? School. Okay. Let's go and check if you have a table like that. Voila. Look. Product ID, name, price, product description. I got it from my table. Let's see if we can do our select from. Let's see. Okay. This is just writing basic SQL statements. This is just basic SQL statements. So how did I create this triple quote? I just split the quotes 3 times, and that's how I got select all. That's the name of again product, right? The product from got our I don't know. That's not what I'm trying to do. Um, um, no, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. That's a whole new in JDBC. I forgot. You cannot do this. Select from. You can, but you have to like it stores it like right now it stores it as a particular it stores it as an object, so that object is what you look through to be able to get your object printed on your console. So you're able to get this one, it will not present it as a table, it will most likely present it as what's it called, a what's it called, it's not presented as a table, it's presented as like a string or something like that, so you have to look through. So it's called retrieval method. So I don't want to bombard us too much today. That's why I'm trying to like take it slow. We just basically what we've done is establish our database connection, create a table. We've not populated the table yet. So next week we will be populating our table. I'll just want us to take it slow because in our project or in Spring Boot, you'll be writing queries, but not this type. This is just to this exists, but we'll be using ORM in our Spring Boot and all that. So just so that when you come across this in the industry, which I doubt, I strongly doubt you come across something like this in terms of it's just to show you that okay, there's an API call to the database. Do you get? So this is just to give you an idea of how Java can talk to your database, that it is possible for Java to talk to your database, and it is you can't do it anything besides SQL. So SQL is the way you talk to your database, and also that is just what this one is going to do. If I try to create this, if I try to send this again, it will give me an error because there's already a table that exists that does this. Listen, let's just satisfy curiosity. You see, table product already exists. You get, so that's just it's just simple, it's just SQL statement. The main I think where most people get their issue from is
So
connection, database connection.
it's
It
the
can
connectivity,
be
yes.
very tasking in terms of, you know, there are so many things you have to get right and stuff, but it's not. Once you get your connection, you don't have any problem. The rest is just writing prepared statements, triggers, all those things, and just writing it on your Java program, and then it will reflect in your database. So yeah, that being said, for today, I think I'm done because um I want us to be able to, if we could share our screen now, I'll be able to help us get our database connection. But yeah, that will be our take home assignment. Please get a connection to your database. If you don't have any database, please download your MySQL or whatever database you have. Download it and please get a connection. Now, different database, they have their own different SQL syntaxes. Now it's generic, but some people just have like few tweaks. Yeah, and yeah, like Postgres, they have like their own twist to their own database, to their own SQL syntax and all that. So it's not far fetched from the generic SQL syntax, so SQL syntax. So, but it's just few tweaks here and there. But whatever database we are using MySQL, yeah. So just download your MySQL. So now, if you want to get for Postgres, if you are not using Postgres here, but if it was Postgres you use, let's see, Postgres will have its own connector. It should. Okay, yeah. This is our Postgres connector. Postgres post blah blah blah. This is the connector for Postgres. So you should be able to get Postgres connector, MongoDB, whatever. MongoDB is no SQL. Sorry, it's no SQL. But Oracle, Postgres, Microsoft Server, whatnot. Um, they have their own connectors. So yeah. Is this still looking like Spanish? Pull up now. You are not answering me. She here.
Kuku here.
Is it still looking like Spanish?
It's now looking like Yoruba
That's
or Egun, kind of Yoruba. It's not.
better. But maybe you understand it now.
No.
It's a gradual step. You get yourself.
Yeah, once you do it yourself,
Yeah.
once you encounter problems and you solve it yourself, you just get that. There's
Now
there's
that you
nothing.
you are the if I call you if I encounter problem now, you will not in fact I'll send you messages, you will not respond.
That time,
I'll
me, I'm at work. Ask Mr. Shem. He's the only one that knows my plight.
Hmm.
He's the only one that
On
knows. He's the only one that
Shell,
understands.
you know what happened on Monday? I was given a task and I spent 8 hours on it. And Mr. Femi was able to assist me in 20 minutes. I couldn't sleep overnight. I could not sleep overnight.
He's the only one
Huh?
that understands my plight.
But
Because
And now I understand eventually when I did it myself. That's why I
um
I
decided, so let me join the class. So I'm lagging behind. Forget about the money. But you
you
will
get so
understand.
during the only time you can get me is during the weekend. During the weekdays, by the time I go to work and I go meet my guys, and by the time I get back home, it's already like 10, 9 ish. So I don't even have time for myself. I'll probably like just go to bed straight. I probably don't even eat and just crash like that. So during the weekend, you can still see me. On Saturdays, you can still hook me small. But during the weekday, it's going to be very very hard. Except that day is like chilling day and I'm not doing anything. You get, so that's just, don't worry. I might not answer you immediately. But during the weekend, I'll find time. Everything is time in this. You know how it is now. If I do not work now, I'll not be able to eat. You don't want me to eat. You don't want me to prepare about like you need. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay, it's fine. Thank you.
no problem. We would Mr. Scummy, do you have anything to say? I don't even think he's in the class with us. He has
No, no,
prepared. He
no,
has come
no.
to prepare, but Shen
No,
Seba.
around.
Ah, Ekmin Debi, they want Deba.
No,
All
I didn't
right,
have anything to say.
all right, no problem. Just and did you later speak to Mr. Imo about your sharing screen? Why was Mr. Sheon able to share his screen?
Maybe
It's
Sharon was
much
not using email also. Maybe that's why.
Oh,
The
she's
email
maybe.
not using
she
her
registered
email.
also.
Register
So,
on
whether
Teams,
he has
right?
let me see if I can share now. Share content. I think I can. Oh yeah, you see my screen.
Let me stop sharing first. Let's see.
Oh yeah, stop
Are you
sharing.
sharing anything?
I want to share something. Share content. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to go that far.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, let me
This
just.
is it's pretty easy. I'm sharing
It's
mine now.
camera, mic, and then okay.
Can
Can
you
you
see
see my?
Please
mine?
share.
That's not yours, that's mine. Let me cut it off now. So you can do it. It's the arrow. This is where you're gonna see where you're gonna share your content. Oh, sorry, my bad. I want to share the same page that we had on together so I can explain. I'm sorry. I'm using multiple screen. Okay, is you see where they have this X?
You can't
If
see
you
it
don't
though.
have the arrow up, that means you can't.
Yes, I have it. The share folder. I have it.
Okay, click on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But it's telling me presenter mode. I don't know.
Click on it. Which one is presenter mode?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Pes-
yeah, yeah. Click on the one of the screens. You see screen, Kinikon, Kinikon.
Yes, yes, I've clicked on content only. Okay. So what's happening? There's still not. We need permission to share your screen. Go to security, privacy, screen recording. Okay.
Yes, that means it's from the already.
Okay, yes. Them now. Yeah.
I still can't see you.
Ah?
I can see your screen. I
You can
cannot.
see. Oh,
I
you can't.
can't. Yeah, I
Okay.
can't.
Don't think it's
Mr.
sharing.
Femi, don't worry. I'll just do all this and
All
sort
right,
it out.
no problem. Okay.
I appreciate two of you as usual. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you
And
too.
Mr. Is it Mr. Sukomi or Mr. Femi that is getting married?
Stuff's
That's
coming.
so funny.
Mr. Sukomi,
I beg you. Yeah.
so I wish you happy marriage.